And seasonings call to the pen. Call grilling flavor up to the big leagues. Here's Mike Montgomery.
Mike worked scoreless inning Wednesday in Pittsburgh. For the season, he has pitched 8 times, 2.13 ERA. Obviously a critical juncture in this game with a couple of men on base, down 3 already. Pensive Jake Arrieta. Bradley Jr., a .244 lifetime hitter against left-handed pitching.
2 on, 1 out. All of Boston's runs to this point came in the first inning. That's a strike.
Uncle Charlie.
Swing and a miss. There it is, and the tap's foul, and the count holds. Mike, 6'5", 215. Third major league season. Softly by as he'll touch second. Double play. 4-3 to get out of the inning. So after 5 from Fenway Park, it's 5-2 Boston.
It's a new deck season. Make sure your deck is ready for it with new PPG Timeless Stain, exclusively at the Home Depot. Once it goes on and on, protecting your deck for years. So whether your R&R means reading and relaxing or raising a ruckus, we've got you covered with the brand trusted by pros for over 100 years. New PPG Timeless Stain, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
Cool cats and fly guys love the show because when they win, they look good. All new player celebrations. Road to the show. Everybody loves the show.
PlayStation.
Anyone can say fresh, but Wendy's does fresh. Like the new fresh mozzarella chicken sandwich and salad. Made with fresh chopped produce, freshly grilled chicken, and of course, fresh mozzarella cheese. So try Wendy's new fresh mozzarella chicken sandwich and salad today.
Papa John's Double Play. 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for only $6.99 each.
A deal so big it needs a replay.
Double better ingredients means double better pizza.
Papa John's Double Play. 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for $6.99 each.
Papa John's.
Nothing gets past MLB All-Star catcher Salvador Perez. Not even bugs. Ortho Home Defense. Bugs gone, stress gone. Ortho Home Defense, official partner of Major League Baseball.
Championship season, fly the W book which features personal essays by Tom Ricketts, Theo Epstein, and others, as well as never-before-seen photos. For more information, visit Cubs.com/flythewbook.
Well, Drew Pomerantz has given up a couple of home runs, but he's got a 5-2 lead as he faces the middle of the Cubs order here in the 6th. Zobrist has lined out twice.
Been able to pitch around some traffic. Got a double play ball back in the 2nd. He has not yet had a 1-2-3 inning this evening.
It was a rare changeup, I believe, from Pomerantz. Curve, strike.
Ben's hit it hard twice tonight, but no luck yet.
Well, if he's in the lineup tomorrow, might he hit right-handed against the knuckleballer? He said he's done it both ways and did not really give a definitive answer as to which side is more comfortable. Made it sound like both sides are uncomfortable against guys like Stephen Wright and R.A. Dickey. 3-2.
Yeah, you know, the knuckleball obviously a very slow pitch with erratic movement, and the reason why a switch hitter might hit right-handed, even though Wright's a right-handed pitcher, I'm just going to see if I can get the word right into the statement more frequently, is you're forced to keep your front side in longer. I think as a left-handed hitter, you see the ball out of his hand and you get a little jumpy, and there's a tendency to pull off.
Leadoff walk. John Lackey will pitch for the Cubs.
Some switch hitters have done that in the past too against guys with real good changeups. Been a tough go for Wright so far, though. That 8.66 ERA and a opponent batting average of .413. The knuckler must not be knuckling very well.
They had a knuckleballer here for a long time, Tim Wakefield. Russell, strike one. 2 for 2 tonight. Average up to .291.
Had a bunch of multi-hit games last 10 days or so. Probably got at least one long one in him this weekend. Should be as good a time as anybody's down in the count, 0-2.
Zobrist back. Pitch. 2-2. Pomerantz has not gone more than 6 in any of his starts to begin the year.
Yeah, you know, he's the type of pitcher that typically would run high pitch counts. Elevated fastballs get fouled back a lot. The curveballs are swing and miss pitch. You know, he's not throwing sinkers up there pitching to contact. Last year, opposing batters hit just .217 against Pomerantz. He's the 9th best mark in Major League Baseball. More of a fly ball type pitcher, so can be hurt by the long ball from time to time. Cubs have got him twice tonight.
He got him.
And he made a pitch. Throws that front arm up high, creates some deception, and then busts that fastball right over the plate at the knees.
I mentioned the batting average against. Jake Arrieta last year was #1. Opponents hit 194 against him, so these two guys were pretty stingy in giving up hits. 16 combined so far tonight. Contreras 1 for 2. Joe Madden, long time American League manager, and before that on the coaching staff of the Angels. He was tactful but forceful, I thought, today. Said, I like the NL game better. Bounce to Moreland, a bobble, and he won't get anybody.
Got a little greedy, perhaps, trying to be too quick, thinking he might be able to get 2 outs. Instead, he'll get none.
So an error on the Gold Glove first baseman. Oh, they're going to give him a hit? Wow, okay, take it. Now they're saying E3. Okay. That's the right call.
Pitching line of the night goes to Adam Conley of the Marlins. An inning and 2/3. 5 hits, 9 runs, all earned.
Ooh. More traffic for the Cubs. 2 on, 1 out. 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position.
Pomerantz has had Hayward's number tonight. He struck him out both times swinging.
No hits in the inning. A walk to Zobrist. A 1-out error, allowing Contreras to reach. 1-2. Former Cardinal Joe Kelly up in the Boston bullpen. Try it again. Still 1-2.
Red Sox operating with a 6-man bullpen. Kit Barnes is serving suspension for throwing behind the head of Manny Machado the other day.
0-2 to Hayward is outside and low. 2-2. Strikes out. Got him on the swing. Number 7 for the lefty. So it's Baez. He has hit into a double play and struck out swinging. Zobrist at second. Contreras at first. And the pitch in there for a strike.
That's the way it goes, right? When a hitter's scuffling and striking out a bunch, steps up to the plate telling himself, I'm going to be patient. Flips a little get over curveball in there, and all of a sudden you're down 0-1. Can you maintain that discipline? Don't let that one pitch influence the whole at bat.
Bounce to third. Loved by Hernandez, and the Cubs strand 2. They've left 6 on. It's 5-2.
It's a new deck season. Make sure your deck is ready for it with new PPG Timeless Stain exclusively at the Home Depot. Once it goes on and on, protecting your deck for years. So whether your R&R means reading and relaxing or raising a ruckus, we've got you covered with the brand trusted by pros for over 100 years. New PPG Timeless Stain, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
Papa John's double play, 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for only $6.99 each.
A deal so big it needs a replay.
Double better ingredients means double better pizza.
Papa John's double play, 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for $6.99 each.
Papa John's.
Nothing gets past MLB All-Star catcher Salvador Perez. Not even bugs. Ortho Home Defense. Bugs gone, stress gone. Ortho Home Defense, official partner of Major League Baseball.
For sale, Lakeside Getaway. Solid construction with mudroom. For $200, no mortgage necessary. Cabela's West Wind Dome Tent. Great price. Lifetime guarantee. Only at Cabela's.
Sons Fine Jewelers. See 500 Tacori engagement rings and receive a gift card equal to your sales tax this weekend at James & Sons in Chicago.
(5-2). Big first for the Red Sox. They got all 5 off the starter Arrieta.
I don't know if it remains the case, but years ago I remember reading that 5-2 was the average score of every baseball game ever played.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, the winning team averaged 5 and the losing team averaged 2.
Vasquez from the 8th spot has 2 hits and an RBI. 26. He's from Puerto Rico, 9th round pick, 2008. Got away from Mike.
What else is happening on a Friday night? The Cardinals lead Cincinnati 3-1, bottom of the 4th in St. Louis.
They swept a doubleheader yesterday over the Blue Jays. And that got them back to 500.
Pittsburgh thumping the Marlins.
On the ground to Russell. Jason Mott is back in the major leagues with Atlanta, and he shaved his beard.
Any particular reason?
Said his daughter shaved it. She was excited to do it, and then after she did it, she said, quote, "You look weird, put it back on." Pedro Strop.
Those hard-hitting Brewers and the Braves are tied 4-4 in the 4th. No home run for Thames. He's back in the lineup. He missed 1 game with a little hammy issue. Arcia has homered, his 3rd. It's Anderson and Colon pitching in that ball game.
Montgomery to Hernandez, and off the end of the bat was perfectly placed for his 2nd hit tonight.
A ground ball, a single up the middle first time. Now a little flare off the end of the bat. Fooled by the curveball. It's a good pitch. Montgomery's had real good action on that breaking ball tonight. Off the end of the bat, just doinks it into shallow center.
Bogarts got a hit, but he walked in the 4th.
There's a little statistical oddity for you, and I doubt that it'll remain this way for very long. The top 5 team ERAs in Major League Baseball are all American League clubs.
Wow. Red Sox are one of them, right?
Yeah. Yankees, White Sox, Baltimore, Boston, Houston. Houston and the Dodgers are actually tied coming into play tonight. John Farrell, the manager, and his fine pitching coach, Carl Big Train Willis. They're together in Cleveland.
The inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bogarts came up in 2013, just a handful of games, and then he took over the postseason at 3rd base, replacing Will Middlebrooks. And he smacks that one into center.
Charlie Browned him. Talk about missed opportunities for the Cubs. The Red Sox as well. A lot of traffic since that first inning, but have not been able to pad their lead.
The 0-1 bounces. You mentioned the other day that you would expect to see an increase in DL stints because the 15-day DL is now the 10-day DL, and that is absolutely happening. About a 12% increase to this point.
Yeah, it used to be if a guy had a little bit of a nagging injury, clubs would wait because they didn't want to lose him for the full 15 days, and they would wait and wait and wait, and then finally either he'd be able to return to action or they'd backdate him, and then you'd have to make a transaction. Now, given that it's only 10 days, I think they're more willing to go, okay, let's just shut you down, get somebody else up here.
Baez, Russell, double play. That'll take us to the 7th. Still a 5-2 ball game.
It's a new deck season. Make sure your deck is ready for it with new PPG Timeless Stain exclusively at the Home Depot. Once it goes on and on, protecting your deck for years. So whether your R&R means reading and relaxing or raising a ruckus, we've got you covered with the brand trusted by pros for over 100 years. New PPG Timeless Stain, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
No bronze will be cast in her likeness, and a stadium will never chant her name. She was but just a woman, with the will to go beyond.
Anyone can say fresh, but Wendy's does fresh. Like the new fresh mozzarella chicken sandwich and salad, made with fresh chopped produce, freshly grilled chicken, and of course, fresh mozzarella cheese. So try Wendy's new fresh mozzarella chicken sandwich and salad today.
Papa John's double play, 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for only $6.99 each.
A deal so big it needs a replay.
Double better ingredients means double better pizza.
Papa John's double play. 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for $6.99 each.
Papa John's.
Nothing gets past.
We're in Boston, we're at Fenway, and the Cubs trail by 3. The Cubs offer baseball summer camp presented by ATI Physical Therapy and Ideal Industries. Young sluggers ages 5 to 13 have the chance to suit up in Cubs gear, meet a current Cub player during a VIP Wrigley Field visit, and receive top-notch baseball instruction. Enroll now at any of the 8 Chicagoland locations. Visit Cubs.com/kids for more information. Left-hander Robbie Scott. Robbie Scott is pitching for the 8th time, and he has an ERA of 0. Lefty specialist. You see he's only worked 4 innings.
Non-drafted free agent.
Finesse style. 86-87 with the heater. Slider, curve, and change. And Robbie Ross, too, they just sent him out.
Well, if you send out one Robbie, you have to have another in reserve. Almora, 1 for 2 with a home run. Scott, a Miami, Florida native. That's where Albert's from.
Had a cup of coffee with the Red Sox last year, appeared in 7 games. AAA Pawtucket is where he spent most of the year. 4-3 with a 2.54 ERA there. He made 6 starts and 26 relief appearances.
Red Sox closer is Craig Kimbrell. Full count. Top of the order coming up. Schwarber, then Bryant. Both these bullpens have pitched well here in the early going.
They've got a righty up in the Red Sox bullpen.
He walked him.
John Farrell wants to be ready to react, depending on what happens with Schwarber here. He's got a right-hander ready for Bryant. Joe Kelly, he was up earlier.
I like that glove.
Joe Kelly sounds like he should be walking the beat here in Boston. Or running a tavern or something.
Lefty, lefty. Scott to Schwarber, and it's low.
Drop down. Walk plays just fine here. Down 3, Bryant on deck.
One 15th major league appearance. Cubs trying to dent that record for the first time as Scott has yet to give up a run as a big leaguer. Schwarber tried to bunt. I was just going to ask you if he would think about it against a lefty with nobody playing third base.
Yeah, and what they do is they play him honest until he has a strike, and then they shift. So on the 1-1 with the drop down lefty out there, I think that's what influenced his decision to try that. And the good idea just didn't execute it.
Outside. I suppose one advantage or disadvantage, depending on your point of view, of the dugout placement here at Fenway is if Joe Madden wants to yell at Mike Everett, it's a little more difficult for Everett to hear him. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Lose your voice by the end of the night trying to scream at the home plate umpire.
Maybe that's my excuse. That's tough. Comes John Farrell. He's going to go with a right-hander. 7th inning, 5-2. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Joe Kelly.
It's a new deck season. Make sure your deck is ready for it with new PPG Timeless Stain exclusively at the Home Depot. Once it goes on and on, protecting your deck for years. So whether your R&R means reading and relaxing or raising a ruckus, we've got you covered with the brand trusted by pros for over 100 years. New PPG Timeless Stain, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
No bronze will be cast in her likeness. And a stadium will never change her name. She was but just a woman, with the will to go beyond.
Papa John's double play, 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for only $6.99 each.
A deal so big it needs a replay.
Double better ingredients means double better pizza.
Papa John's double play. 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for $6.99 each.
Papa John's.
Nothing gets past MLB All-Star catcher Salvador Perez. Not even bugs. Ortho Home Defense. Bugs gone, stress gone. Ortho Home Defense, official partner of Major League Baseball.
Working with a man on and 1 out, and his team leading by 3 in the 7th.
Former starting pitcher has made the move to the bullpen, having success with a 150 ERA this year through 8 appearances. According to the website Fangraphs, he is the 4th hardest thrower in Major League Baseball, averaging just under 99 miles per hour with his heater. Aroldis Chapman, Trevor Rosenthal, Ariel Hernandez, and Joe Kelly. Always had a good arm, but I don't remember seeing 99 out of Joe in the past. And even with that good heater, he really mixes it up, throws the slider and curveball a good bit.
Bryant has homered, grounded out, and walked. .99 and a strike.
Of course, when we saw Kelly with the Cardinals, he was starting, and it's fairly typical for a guy who makes the move from the rotation to the bullpen to add a little velocity. We're in air it out mode.
Fouled away.
Triple digits on that one.
Almora, the runner at first. Long pause by Kelly. The pitch. 101, but too high. So slider low and away. 3-2. The times the Cubs have scored. A couple of home runs over the Green Monster. Bryant in the first, Almora in the third. That's been it. And now Bryant's at the plate. Almora's on base.
Kelly actually spent a good chunk of time down at AAA Pawtucket last year. He's upticking his velocity each of the last 3 or 4 seasons. Just gets a little bit quicker each successive year.
Bryant went. Mike Everett made the call.
They called it on the swing. Bryant complaining, Madden shaking his head as if to say, why don't we at least check a feel with the base umpire. I'm not convinced.
Rizzo takes ball one. Hitting for average on this trip, but he is hitting for power. Driving in a lot of runs. 6 out of 28, low 200s on the trip, but 4 homers and 12 RBIs. Not even 7 games.
102.
Yeah, maybe he went down to AAA to learn how to throw harder. This is crazy. Great job just to get a piece of that pitch.
Yeah, you got to be so quick. Elevated 100. Yeah. Talking to a scout years ago, talking about Billy Wagner, and he said, I got to turn in reports that this kid throws 100 miles an hour plus he's sneaky, and I'm not so sure there isn't a little of that going on with Kelly too. That's a pretty short, quick little arm stroke he's got. It looks like he hides the ball pretty well.
That will get into right. Almora will head to third.
Great work by Rizzo to fight off that previous high fastball, stay in the at-bat. He gets a slider down and in a little bit. Finds a little operating room on the right side to deliver the base hit. So here we go again, another opportunity to at least get a little bit closer. Sopris has a good plate appearances tonight, 0 for 2, but he hit the ball hard both times and then worked the walk in the 6th.
Gets away. Almora makes it 5-3.
That breaking ball, when it hits the dirt, is going to kick back the other way, and Vasquez now able to keep it in front. Cubs get a cheap run. Joe Kelly gets a visit from Carl Willis.
2-0 count on Zobrist. Rizzo at second, a run in. Cubs are within 2. Russell on deck. And the pitch. Robbie Scott charged with his first major league run. It's a sellout, 37-0-54. Here inside Fenway Park tonight. Release 2-1. Base hit center field. Rizzo around third. The throw is up the first base line. 5-4.
There's that clutch hit the Cubs have been looking for. Leadoff walk and a couple of big 2-out knocks. First Rizzo, now Zobrist. He stays on that high fastball, shoots it right back through the middle of the diamond. Got to it in good shape with the throw way offline.
Cub fans making some noise as Russell takes ball 1. Let's go Cubbies, and the Red Sox fans trying to round them out. Russell in the air to right. Easy play Betts. Cubs get 2. It's a 5-4 game in the 7th.
It's a new deck season. Make sure your deck is ready for it with new PPG Timeless Stain, exclusively at the Home Depot. Once it goes on and on, protecting your deck for years. So whether your R&R means reading and relaxing or raising a ruckus, we've got you covered with the brand trusted by pros for over 100 years. New PPG Timeless Stain, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
No bronze will be cast in her likeness. And a stadium will never chant her name. She was but just a woman, with the will to go beyond.
Cool cats and fly guys love the show because when they win, they look good. All new player celebrations. Road to the show. Everybody loves the show.
PlayStation.
Papa John's double play, 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for only $6.99 each.
A deal so big it needs a replay.
Double better ingredients means double better pizza.
Papa John's double play, 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for $6.99 each.
Papa John's.
Nothing gets past MLB All-Star catcher Salvador Perez. Not even bugs. Ortho Home Defense. Bugs gone, stress gone. Ortho Home Defense, official partner of Major League Baseball.
He's 0-1 with a 5.40 ERA. Good job by Mike Montgomery, holding the Red Sox at bay. And we got a ball game all of a sudden.
bullpen can hold him here.
Fans really getting energized in the top half of the inning, and that's got the whole place lit up. Red Sox fans starting to make a little noise.
So Josh Cantor, the Red Sox keyboardist, is
not Norm Pressey.
Chicago area native, Northwestern alum, and always plays really cool tunes here at Fenway. Two and 0 on Betts. Swing and a miss.
Not uncommon for Pedro to have better command of his slider than his fastball.
Under Heath Hembry. Quick pitch. Fly ball shallow right center. It's Almora.
Have won every series they have played except for one. They were swept by Pittsburgh at Wrigley a couple weeks back.
He went around.
They used to call Manny Ramirez Man Ram. Do they call Hanley Han Ram?
Good question.
Very talented player. He's had a nice career. At times in his career, people have questioned his commitment to the game.
He can hit. Career .294. Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Take home a game used or autographed item and help benefit Cubs charities. Cubs Authentics is the premier outlet for all MLB authenticated Cubs memorabilia. Cubs will donate net proceeds from the sale of Cubs Authentics items to Cubs charities. Visit Cubs.com/authentics today. Yeah, well, that used to be the debate, right? A few years back, who was the better shortstop, Tulowitzki or Ramirez? They were two best in the game.
Moreland takes ball one.
Time marches on. Tulowitzki still plays shortstop. He's dealt with a lot of injuries the last couple of years.
There's now a young crop that may be the best ever.
Including the two in this series.
Yeah. That's a strike. 1-1 on Moreland. Pedro's having a little trouble seeing the signs from Contreras. Two and one.
Changeup. Don't see that very often.
Ryan Dunsink, left-hander up. Starter Arrieta with 4 1/3, gave up 5 on 10 hits. Nice work by Mike Montgomery. Got 5 outs, no runs, 2 hits.
Jake threw 98 pitches in 4 1/3 innings tonight. We've seen his ERA climb to 4.66.
And stroke. With a 1, 2, 3, 7. It's a 1-run game late from Fenway.
It's a new deck season. Make sure your deck is ready for it with new PPG Timeless Stain exclusively at the Home Depot. Once it goes on and on, protecting your deck for years. So whether your R&R means reading and relaxing or raising a ruckus, we've got you covered with the brand trusted by pros for over 100 years. New PPG Timeless Stain, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
No bronze will be cast in her likeness. And a stadium will never chant her name. She was but just a woman, with the will to go beyond.
Superheroes with no time to lose love quick 3-inning games in Diamond Dynasty. Everybody loves the show.
Anyone can say fresh, but Wendy's does fresh. Like the new fresh mozzarella chicken sandwich and salad. Made with fresh chopped produce, freshly grilled chicken, and of course, fresh mozzarella cheese. So try Wendy's new fresh mozzarella chicken sandwich and salad today.
Papa John's double play, 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for only 6.
Cubs have hit a couple. Pretty cool. Chris Bryant played the Cape Cod League, had been to Fenway, but his first major league game here, first at bat. And over the Green Monster, Albert Almora Jr. with a blast as well. And Eddie Vedder in the house rooting on the Cubs. Hall of Famer now with Pearl Jam. He'll be rocking the Paradise tomorrow night.
This is right-hander Heath Hembree now on for the Red Sox. No relation to Alan Embry. Not an H and an extra E. He's pitched 10 times and he has a 1.46 ERA. Apply for an all-digital no-fee loan now at eclicklending.com. eClick is located right here in Chicagoland and rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau. eClick Lending. Boom! Your mortgage just happened. Heath Hembree from Cowpens, South Carolina.
Lined and caught right at Hernandez. Bad break for Contreras. That was a bullet.
Yeah, 1-run ball game Thinking maybe double in the corner. Instead, it's one quick out. All you can do is smile, shake your head, and that was a bullet. How about that reaction by Hernandez? Didn't know whether to duck or try to catch it.
Tough night for Hayward against the lefty. Pomerantz, fly ball well hit to left and off the wall. And he's going to have to hold. Second single we've seen tonight off the Green Monster.
Yeah, and I think as a base runner, you really have to fight the temptation when you hit the ball over the left fielder's head. You're always thinking 2 bases, but you have to, realize what you're up against here at Fenway with Wall out there. So go hard out of the box, hope to get 2, but be willing to settle for a single.
So interesting here. Joe is going to pinch hit for Baez. It'll be John Jay. Carl Edwards Jr. up in the bullpen.
Yeah, I think Joe just feels like Jay's got a better chance of having a competitive at bat here against Hembry. Javi's been in this funk, and Hembry's got a real good slider.
And a base hit. First and second, tying run in scoring position with 1 out.
So obviously there's a chance, and not a chance. When anytime you take Baez out of the lineup, you're weakening your club a little bit defensively. But you can understand why Joe did it. And John Jay, a lifetime 280+ pinch hitter, delivers yet again.
Abad in the Red Sox pen, and Miguel Montero announced to bat for Almora, and John Farrell will make a change. That was on the base hit by Jay. Pitching change in the 8th. We'll be back.
It's a new deck season. Make sure your deck is ready for it with new PPG Timeless Stain, exclusively at the Home Depot. Once it goes on and on, protecting your deck for years. So whether your R&R means reading and relaxing, raising a ruckus, we've got you covered with the brand trusted by pros for over 100 years. New PPG Timeless Stain, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
No bronze will be cast in her likeness. And a stadium will never chant her name. She was but just a woman, with the will to go beyond.
Arcade wizards who wish they could go back to when there were 8 bits and 2 buttons, love the show. 90s baseball is back. All new retro mode.
Home run!
Everybody loves the show.
PlayStation.
Wendy's Double Stack is still an option in the 4 for $4. With a quarter pound of fresh beef, that's a deal so good it should not exist. Like how owls shouldn't be able to turn their heads all the way around.
Whew, wouldn't like that deal.
The Double Stack and the 4 for $4. A deal so great, it's impossibly good, but not for long.
Montero announced. John Farrell goes with Fernando Abad, and then Joe says, I'm going to go with Matt Caesar.
Yeah, well, the team's so good at closing people out in the 9th inning. Why not do everything you can here in the 8th as Russell and Bryant pour over some scouting reports.
Yep.
Fernando Abad.
You can have those iPads in the dugout now.
Abad's a veteran. He's been around for a few years. Good changeup. see a little bit of that out of him. Probably a little bit below average in terms of his velocity. Over the last 3 years, right-handed batters hitting .219 against him, left-handed batters .216. So he's been one of those guys capable of getting both left and right-handed hitters out.
Hayward at second, Jay at first. Caesar swings and misses.
Yeah, the ability to throw it, if you can get away with a changeup in that location, then you've got a really good changeup. The intent was not to throw it where that one ended up.
Pedroia trying to keep Hayward close. Fastball outside. That's a big split between the fastball and the changeup. It's 15 miles an hour. There's Kimbrel getting loose here in the 8th. Fouled off. 1-2.
Bod broke in with the Astros back in 2010. Spent 3 years there, went to the Nationals, Oakland for a couple of seasons. Last year split time between the Twins and then here with Boston.
Is that the Green Monster?
I think they call him Wally, don't they?
Wally.
Well, it might be Mrs. Wally.
Oh.
Sister Wally or something.
The 2-2 pitch. And he got him. That a changeup? It was. So his changeup tonight, means he have a couple of different ones. The first one he threw was 75 miles an hour. That one was in the mid-80s. Interesting.
Well, the 75 might have been a curveball. Sometimes it
backed up.
Yeah, it'll kind of fade a little bit.
Guessing that's what it was. See if Schwarber can get it done with 2 outs. And yeah, that one definitely a curveball. So that's the slow pitch. Waited back and missed it.
On that one, we have a hot gun here tonight with Joe Kelly getting 102 and Fernando Abad 95.
He's been 75 to 95 on his pitches here in the 8th. Fans on their feet. And as you see, a lot of Cubs blue here at Fenway tonight. 2-2.
Schwarber reaches. Farrell bringing Kimbrel, will he not?
No doubt. Yeah, if you're going to get your closer up in the 8th, the bases end up loaded with Chris Bryant coming up, you probably have to. Sure, he'd rather Abad get Schwarber here. Others will be moving with 2 outs. There they go. Here it comes, and that one tomahawk foul down the right field line.
When that was an off-speed pitch up in his eyes. His location has not been real clean here in this inning. He's gotten away with some stuff. Make sure you get a strike.
And he didn't, but he swung at it, and that's that. So Abad gets out of it, and the Red Sox still lead late.
It's a new deck season. Make sure your deck is ready for it with new PPG Timeless Stain, exclusively at the Home Depot. Once it goes on and on, protecting your deck for years. So whether your R&R means reading and relaxing or raising a ruckus, we've got you covered with the brand trusted by pros for over 100 years. New PPG Timeless Stain, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
No bronze will be cast in her likeness, and a stadium will never chant her name. She was but just a woman, with the will to go beyond.
Superheroes with no time to lose love quick 3-inning games in Diamond Dynasty. Everybody loves the show.
PlayStation. Papa John's double play, 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for only $6.99 each.
A deal so big it needs a replay.
Double better ingredients means double better pizza.
Papa John's double play, 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for $6.99 each.
Papa John's.
Nothing gets past MLB All-Star catcher Salvador Perez. Not even bugs. Ortho Home Defense. Bugs gone, stress gone. Ortho Home Defense, official partner of Major League Baseball.
Trying to keep the Red Sox right where they are. They've got a 5-4 lead. All their runs came in the first inning.
Yeah, 6 batters into the game. 5 of the first 6 batters that batted scored. The Red Sox sent 10 to the plate in the bottom of the first. So they sprinted out to the lead, and they've been hanging on for dear life ever since. Matt Caesar is a new center fielder. Ben Zobrist slides over to second base. I guess more accurately moves into second base. John Jay is the left fielder.
From the wind, and the pitch to Pedroia, fouled for a strike. becoming in the Cubs pen with the best ERA in the National League. Been really good as of late. Made the oil can Boyd reference to describing Carl Edwards Jr. 6'3", 170. Oil can 6'1", 155. Pitched mostly with the Red Sox.
Oil can was from Mississippi, I believe.
Yep.
So both sons of the South. A heater down and away, it looks like. A cutter.
2.
Yeah, it gives you a tough AB. See a lot of pitches, doesn't swing and miss very much.
Base hit to right. 3 reaches from the 6th spot.
Follow Cubs Baseball Live with the MLB.com at-bat mobile app. Stay connected to the game's best players all season long with Game Day, live game video highlights, radio broadcast, stats, news, and more. Download MLB.com at-bat today. It's your #1 app for live baseball.
Bradley with a man on, nobody out. Here's a pitch inside. Easy gas. Mid-90s cutting action from Carl Edwards Jr. Curve that time. 1-2. Strike 3. That's a tough pitch to get called, but he got it.
Mike Everett's zone tonight's been a little difficult to pin down. It seems to me in some of these call strikes, been a little hesitation on his part. Contreras held it there, gave him a good long look at it. Everett said, yeah, that's good enough.
Two hits and an RBI for the catcher Vasquez. The pitch. It's a strike. Cubs have turned 3 double plays tonight. One was a line-out double play. 0-2.
Plays in the 4th, 5th, and 6th inning. Jillian him with the curveball. Troy doesn't look to steal bases very much. Did when he was younger.
Swing and a miss. For out number 2.
That cutter up in the zone, threw it right by him. Pedroia early in his career, you can count on him for 20 steals a year. Did that on 4 different occasions, 20 or 20 plus. Since the beginning of the 2014 season, he has not been doing a whole lot of running. Last year he stole 7 bases, was caught 4 times. This year 0 for 1.
Hernandez has had a nice night against his original organization. 2 hits, nice defensive play. Rob Contreras of a hit back in the 8th. Contreras kind of laughed when he looked down at Hernandez. I'm guessing they were teammates at some point in the Cubs minor league system. In fact, I would bet on it.
Yeah.
That's a strike. And the interesting thing is, JD, a year earlier than when Hernandez was traded, December 14. If it had been December of 13, the Cubs may have traded Contreras, right? Because he was just kind of
kind of a guy
floundering in the Cubs system. And then everything changed at Double-A. And he struck him out. So Pedroia with a leadoff single. And then Edwards catches Bradley looking. And gets Vasquez. And Hernandez swinging to the ninth, 5-4.
It's a new deck season. Make sure your deck is ready for it with new PPG Timeless Stain, exclusively at the Home Depot. Once it goes on and on, protecting your deck for years. So whether your R&R means reading and relaxing or raising a ruckus, we've got you covered with the brand trusted by pros for over 100 years. New PPG Timeless Stain, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
No bronze will be cast in her likeness. And a stadium will never change her name. She was but just a woman, with the will to go beyond.
Superheroes with no time to lose love quick 3-inning games in Diamond Dynasty. Everybody loves the show.
Papa John's Double Play. 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for only $6.99 each.
A deal so big it needs a replay.
Double better ingredients means double better pizza.
Papa John's Double Play. 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for $6.99 each.
Papa John's.
Nothing gets past MLB All-Star catcher Salvador Perez. Not even bugs. Ortho Home Defense. Bugs gone, stress gone. Ortho Home Defense. Official.
Around some traffic. Gave up a couple of home runs, but would be in line for the win tonight.
Yeah, he gave up the 2 solo home runs. There are other opportunities the Cubs had against him. They put him in a few crisis situations, and he was able to pitch out of it. Punched out 7 in 6 innings of work, allowed just the 2 runs.
Denny's Beverage Depot is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs.
So the challenge for the Cubs now is to get something done against Craig Kimbrell, who's converted 7 of 8 save opportunities. He has punched out 17 in 9 1/3. He's retired 18 of the last 19 batters he has faced, 12 of those by strikeout. Upper 90s heater and a lock you up curveball.
You have to say Kimbrell got off to a historic start. His time with the Atlanta Braves, 5 years. Pretty breathtaking. And a first pitch strike on Bryant. 4-time All-Star with Atlanta. 294 appearances, a 1.43 ERA. Not quite that good the last couple of years, although he was an All-Star last year with Boston. 1-1. A 1-swing ball game. His first 4 full seasons in the majors, he led his league in saves. 2. Foul.
Didn't get it quite high enough. Might put a good swing on it.
Eddie almost had a shot at that one.
Kimbrell came up with the Braves. Remember, it was he and the lefty Johnny Venters. And Venters, his career was sidetracked due to injury, but I remember them both being there as young players at the same time, and I thought Venters' stuff was every bit as good as this guy. I mean, all kinds of movement.
Right on the swing, second consecutive at bat. He gets called out on the swing by the home plate umpire.
I didn't think he went last time, and I don't think he went this time either, at least not from that angle.
Batter is Rizzo. This feels a lot like Wednesday night. Comes down early. Came back, made it a 1-run game. Came up short 6-5 in Pittsburgh. Down 5-1 after 1 here tonight. Now within a run late. Ball almost hit him. 1 strike on Rizzo. Zobrist next. And the pitch outside.
If you're wondering why Kimbrell does what he does at the start of his delivery, I can't give you a good reason for it other than he thinks it's cool. And it's okay. I mean, there's no pitching reason or mechanical reason why you would start like that, as far as I know.
I guess he used to have his arm behind his back, but he had some tendonitis and it started to hurt.
So he's ready to grapple.
He just said it's comfortable. Rizzo shortening up with 2 strikes.
Short and quick. Always a good game plan against a guy like Kimbrel who throws close to 100 miles an hour. Been a long climb, and they make it all the way back to even.
Two down. Kimbrel got that big deal, 4 years, $42 million from Atlanta, and then moved to the Padres as they were in go-for-it mode for about 10 minutes. And now he's with the Red Sox. The pitch is a strike on Zobrist. Hey, you know what? I say that in jest, but you got to give the Padres credit, right, for at least A.J. Preller realizing this is not working. Got in the sell mode very quickly. The pitch, swing, miss.
Yeah, I think the worst thing to do is dig in and just not be willing to admit your mistakes and then pay for it even further down the road.
Hit hard, and that'll get past Moreland. Zobrist on his way to second. He's in. Tying run in scoring position for Addison Russell.
Boy, Zobrist's been good tonight, all night long. A couple lineouts, a walk, single, and now this double. And you've got a guy in Kimbrel who has one of the highest strikeout rates of any active pitcher, and Zobrist's a guy who rarely strikes out, so it was set up to be an intriguing battle, and Zobrist wins it, gets it out in front of that one, whacks it by Moreland. Scampers on into second base.
This place is electric.
I was going to say, Addy can handle that good gas.
Playoff atmosphere in late April. Drama in Boston. Here's the pitch. Low and outside. Talking about 1918 and joking the Cubs and Red Sox after that World Series said, yeah, this was fun. Let's do that again.
I'm sure we'll be back some point.
Yeah, 2003, it almost happened. And a lot of people think this year it could happen. 1-1.
99 letter high from kind of a low three-quarter arm slot, just slings it up there, riding fastball. Got to force him down a little bit.
Might be a time for a B-hack with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And the Red Sox take the opener. All 3 outs were strikeouts in the ninth, as the Red Sox win 5-4.
They got some power arms in that bullpen. We saw Joe Kelly at 102 miles an hour, and then Kimbrel comes in throwing darts. Cubs struck out 14 times tonight. They mounted a heck of a comeback, but just a little bit short.
Well, John Lackey will get the ball tomorrow. Cubs are 4-3 on this road trip. It'll be a late afternoon start and a Sunday night game before the Cubs head home. And when we do head home, we'll be right back here on CSN. Pre-game coverage Monday night, 6:30. Phillies and the Cubs open a 4-game series. Final score once again, the Red Sox 5, the Cubs 4. We'll have Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live next.